What's up, you guys? It's Uprising J, and today we got another video. And today I have another story time for you guys. Last time I think I did a story time was the one that I got my worst whooping. So if you want to go look at that story time, I will leave the card right here, somewhere over here, so you can go check that out. I have another story time for you guys. Today's story time is going to be that I got into my first fight. I do remember my first fight. I don't know if everybody had their first fight or anything like that. And I know what y'all gonna say. I'm ashy, ashy in the legs, everywhere. But I just got out the shower, so don't worry about that. So let's get to the video. So everybody have a fight. Everybody had a fight. It could be like a play fight. It could be a real fight. Like that. So I wasn't that type of dude to fight people and stuff like that. So I was a nerd, really didn't have any friends back in the 6th grade. I had one or two friends. So I was anti-social, so I didn't really like nobody. I would just want to stay to myself. I'm in 6th grade. We got 7 periods in the whole school. I'm just sitting there doing my work. I'm sitting there doing my work. This bully, I ain't gonna name them names. He do watch my YouTube, so this is for you. But let's say his name was Dylan, okay? His name was Dylan, okay? Dylan was the biggest bully in the whole school. Everybody didn't like Dylan. Everybody was scared of Dylan. I said scared. Everybody was scared of Dylan because he was big and he was like the biggest bully in the whole school. Dylan, I really wasn't didn't try to get in his way or anything to make him mad or anything like that. But, it was 3rd period. I had him in my 3rd period class. Everybody walked in the classroom, and then he was 10 minutes late to go to the class. So the teacher let him in, just if you make sure you have a pass, from administrator, the principal or something like that. The teacher let him in, gave him a warning. He sit behind me, so my desk is in the front. I sit in the front. We got assigned seats or something like that. So I sit in the front, and Dylan is right behind me. So Dylan, he's just walking up to go sit in his seat. Dylan walking, then he bumped in my. He done bumped into my bad. He bumped into my desk, and he made my pencil fall. And my paper that I was working, so everybody was working on their assignment that needed to be due today. So I'm just working on my assignment and stuff like that. So he done bumped to my desk. He done dropped my pencil, and he dropped my worksheet that I tried to do to turn in for a grade. And once he sat down, once he did everything, once he did all that, he sat down, and I'm just looking at my pencil, my worksheet, and I'm looking at him. I was like, watch where you going, man. And I should have never said that because everybody say that he's the biggest bully in the whole school. He fights a lot in school, and I wasn't going to take that anymore. You feel me? I wasn't going to take it anymore like that. I said that, breathe, Jaden, just breathe. You don't really say nothing. Just ask him why did he do that. You could have just, you ain't say excuse me, anything like that. So then once I said that, he said, mind your own business, Jit. And I was small back in I'm not in high school, small back in middle school. So I wasn't 6'3", 6'4". I didn't have a size 14 shoe like I did when I was a kid, because I was small when I was in the 6th grade. I was a Jit, so he called me a Jit. And mind your own business, Jit. I shut up, okay? I know what you're thinking. I kind of sounded weak right there, but didn't really want to get in anything like that. I shut up. I shut up, and then the next day, everybody came to class on time. I came to class on time. Once again, Dylan was late once again, 10 minutes late once again. Teacher let him off with his last warning. if you come into class late again, then I'm not gonna allow you to come in the classroom no more. So she gave him one more warning, and then here, look at me, I'm doing my work, this work gotta be due on Friday. So okay, all right, I'm gonna do my work. So I'm doing my work. I got my earbuds, listening to my music and stuff. Dylan once again bumped into my desk, dropped my pencil, dropped my papers. I had like papers. It was like a lot of papers. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how all my stuff fall. I don't really know how all my stuff fall, but it did fall. Bumped into it again. Dropped my paper, dropped my pencils, and I'm just looking at my pencils and my paper, you know. And then I looked at him one more time, and I said, I said to myself while I was looking at him, I'm not gonna let this dude do that to me. And you know, like all the disrespect he did to me yesterday and talked about me, I'm not gonna let that fly. So what I did was, you know, I got up, looked him in the eye, and asked him like, hey man, my man, you know, why you did that, bro? You just the second time you done, you know, bumped into my desk, you know, I did all of that, you know. And then he looking at me, so he stand up. I'm sorry, yep, it's ashy, yeah, I know. So he done stand up, and I'm looking up like this, cause he like big, he bigger than me. I'm legit. So you know, he looking up to me, and he looking down like at me, and he said, I don't really want to cuss, but he said, little N, don't talk to me, mind your own mother business. I said to myself, this dude, I'm not really scared of this dude. I have, you know, confidence that I could stick up for myself. So I had confidence, you know. I kept exchanging words. We kept exchanging words and stuff. And he grabbed my book bag. He opened up my book bag, and then he dumped everything out. He dumped everything out my book bag. Everybody in the whole classroom instigated, saying, ooh. He done like unzipped my book bag, threw everything out my book bag. My calculator fell out, my box of pencils, notebooks, binders, everything fell out my book bag. Instigating, saying like, ooh, wow, what you gonna do? I looked at my friend, and he asked me, Jaden, you just gonna let him do that to you? I looked him in the eye one more time, and he told me, stop looking at him. So I looked at him one more time, then he go in my face. He don't look me in my face, because he told me don't look at his eye no more. Oh, I'm small, like I'm so small that I really couldn't do nothing. So he's big, so he punched me in my face. He done put me to the ground. You know, like everybody saying, dang, like stuff like that. So, you know, I got up to my feet, you know, and then he done rushed and then tackled me. He done tackled me to the ground. The teacher saying stop and stop, like over and over again. And then he don't want to stop, man. He don't want to stop. So he done got me, and then I'm on the floor like this. Like I couldn't even get up because he had big hands. I was small back in 6th grade, bro. If I can show y'all a picture of how small I was, bro, y'all laugh at me, bro. Oh, he was saying that everybody, you gonna be like him if you ever mess with me. And I see like this book just laying on the floor, like a book just laying on the floor, like the textbook. So you know, I pick up the textbook. Everybody started looking at him while he kept talking, cause he kept talking. So I got up slowly, grabbed the textbook. Boom! I hit him with the textbook. You feel me? So I hit him with the textbook to the ground. And you know, I'm on like a UFC move. Like if you play UFC, you know what I'm talking about. So so
boy, look at them kneecaps.
I'm on like this. Bam, 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 bam. Even though I had small hands, I was still boom, boom, boom. But anyways, I did that. I did my stuff. I got a few punches in. He got up again, you know, tackled me once again. My body was so hurting that I was getting tackled so much. So, you know, he hitting me and stuff like that. I switched around. I don't know how I got out. I was too small, but I got out. I started hitting him over and over again. You know, I made him bleed first. We started bleeding. I started bleeding. He started bleeding. So I'm hitting him first. I make him like you know, leak out blood first. So I don't know if it was his eye or anything like that. But I did, you know, I made him bleed in his eye. Then he turned around, he done hit me in my nose. He started making me know, like my nose bleed and stuff like that. His friend, let's say his name was Nick. All right. This is his friend, which he is also big. He done got me. So they started jumping me, man. All right. So they started jumping me. Like they started jumping me. You know, and my friend, he said he wasn't gonna let that happen. So he found a bigger book. He done hit Nick and he done hit Dylan in the head. So you know, we done bum. And I said, thank you, man, because you know I was getting jumped and I was so small. And my friend, he was bigger than me too. So he was bigger than me, and you know, he like had like big hands, like a big, like large legs and stuff like that. They fell to the ground. Nick started bleeding. His head started hurting. So you know what? We ain't gonna fall like that. We ain't just gonna let that happen. We ain't just gonna let like two books just happen. So you know, boom, we just jumped them. Boom. Everybody got their phones out. Boom. We not gonna let them get up. We ain't gonna let them get up. So we just boom. And once we see the door open, we heard like keys, so the door open. We see the administrator, you know, this big behind administrator, you know, he done tackled me. I don't know how many tackles that I got, bruh. They was tackling me so hard. Like I was so small back in the 6th grade. Administrator tackled me, and then like I'm trying to beat the dude up, cause you know, like he been like messing with people and stuff. Like I ain't gonna take that. I'm gonna be confident in myself. So you know, I did that. The administrator, he done talked with me. You know, he said, stop fighting and stuff. Let it go, let it be. Let's take you to my office. And he said, like on his walkie-talkie, he said he needed some backup because he couldn't get my friend off of Nick, because my friend was handling Nick while I was handling Dylan. Another administrator came in. You know, he handled my friend. You know, like back him off of him, like separate it, break it up. You know, we all was bleeding, so. I lost and won the fight at the same time. You know, I'm not gonna say like I won the fight all alone. Like me and my friend didn't win the fight all alone. You know, the fight, you know, we got some hits in. They hit me a couple of times. So you know, it was like a 50-50. They won it, I won it. They lost it, we lost it. So it was just, you know, everybody was bleeding. You know, everybody was bleeding. They got a couple of hits in, but not my friend. He didn't really get hit. He didn't really get hit because he was just like, you know, he done struggled with the book. It's like started hitting them and stuff like that. You know, you gonna take a butt whooping eventually. So you gonna win some, you gonna lose some. So like, you know, don't think that you're gonna win it all, because you know that's not gonna happen. And don't think that you're gonna lose them all, because that's not gonna happen. Okay? Always, you know, like if you're ever being bullied, you know, speak up sometimes. You know. Don't just keep it to yourself, because if you keep it to yourself, then it's gonna cause more problems. So you know, go ask for help. Like ask for like teachers for help, principal, administrator, your parents, your grandparents, somebody, you know, your family. Reach out. So you know, because we're gonna like bullying is not okay. So you might as well. You should go ask for help. Okay? Don't just let that happen. You're that type of person that is not gonna let that happen. You might want to use these. But if you're that one antisocial person that, you know, is always being bullied, you know, always being like make fun of, you know, if you're being like bullied and you keep getting like name called and stuff like that, you know, let it go. It's just words, okay? You know, I've been through that the same way. I let words go. You know, if they keep talking after you let it go for like a few days, few months, and they still talking, then you might want to use these, okay? Don't matter if you're smaller, okay? I had confidence in myself that, you know, everybody was in the whole school that was scared of the dude. So, you know, I was small, and, you know, I had to do what I had to do. And we all got suspended for fighting. That was crazy. And that was my first fight, you know, because I wasn't the type of fighting guy. So say something if you're being bullied. And you know, I'm still sorry for the noise in the background. I'm sorry for that. So if you're being bullied, say something, speak up. And that's all I gotta say. That was my first fight. After that, I think I had a couple fights, but that was my first fight. So if you guys like that video, like it. If you don't like bullying, like it. If you don't like to fight, if you're antisocial, like the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you won't miss out on any video that I post and I upload. I'll be dropping another video next week, maybe 2 videos this week. No, not maybe. I will be dropping 2 videos this week. I'll check it out, y'all. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.